Jaron, he in one place, I'm in another.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm looking for mega fights right now. And right now, that's not a mega fight. So, you know what I mean? That's my standpoint on it. I'm looking to fight guys like Canelo. You know, that's pretty much it, man. And the rematch with Spence. And that's it. That's all.
Terence Crawford has responded to Jaron Ennis, calling him out for a fight. Meanwhile, Eddie Hearn has said that Crawford versus Ennis is the best fight that can be made in boxing today. Hearn stated that Crawford versus Boots is unequivocally the best fight in boxing. He expressed a desire to see Boots unify at 147 pounds before moving up to 154 pounds, noting that the move to a higher weight class is inevitable.
Crawford against Boots is the best fight in boxing. I mean, unquestionable. But before Boots goes to 54, I would really like to see him unify at 147, and that will be a tough job for us, but one that you'll see tomorrow night we can deliver with a crowd like this.
Earlier this year, the British promoter inked a deal with Ennis, and now they're set to debut their first joint fight this Saturday night. Having lost the match he truly wanted, Boots will defend his IBF welterweight world title against David Avanesyan. In his most recent bout a year ago, Crawford clinched victory over Errol Spence, thereby ascending to the position of the unified welterweight world champion. Holding titles from the WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO. Ennis was required for a crack at the title fight because he was the IBF interim belt holder at the time. Prof displayed no inclination to take on the highly skilled unbeaten American challenger, which ultimately led to him being stripped of the championship belt. Ennis was consequently elevated and assumed the title of IBF champion by default. Crawford has opted to step into a higher weight class, set to face Uzbekistan's reigning WBA super welterweight champion Israel Madov in a showdown scheduled for August 3rd. Hearn, who also promotes Madov, told reporters that he likes Madov's chances against Crawford. However, he acknowledged that Crawford is clearly the heavy favorite in such a match. You know, I think that I really like most chances against Crawford, but Crawford is obviously a big favorite. Crawford. The promoter then mentioned that they want to schedule the fight when Boots has accomplished everything possible at 147 pounds. Hearn admitted being surprised by Boots' ability to make 147 pounds, noting that at the weigh-in on Friday he was 146 pounds. He also mentioned that Boots' father and trainer Boosie Ennis commented that he believes Boots could potentially make 140
I think that I really like Madrimov's chances against Crawford, but Crawford is obviously a big favourite. You want to do it when he's achieved everything that he can achieve at 147. I've got to be honest, like being around him and seeing the size of him, I was quite surprised that he makes 147 like he does. Like the weigh-in this morning, he was 146, and Bosie was like, I actually think he could make 140. I'm like, and he.
Hearn added that Boots appeared hydrated and his face showed no signs of dehydration. He mentioned that Boots believes he can eventually move up to 168 pounds, indicating that he will likely transition to 54 pounds and then 160 pounds in the future. However, Hearn emphasized the importance of clearing up the division before making such moves. He stated that while Boots has won a world championship, it would be a shame if he didn't unify the titles given his talent.
Dry, his face wasn't drawn in the slightest, and that was, when I look at him, he believes he can go up to 168 eventually. So I think you're going to see someone like Jaron Ennis definitely move to 54, definitely move to 60 over time. But I don't like to make the move without clearing up the division. Like, he's won a world championship, but it'd just be a shame if he didn't unify.
Many people want to see Terence Crawford and Jaron Ennis square off, and one trainer has supported the fighter from Nebraska. Crawford has his sights on stepping up to super welterweight for a clash with Israel Madov on August 3rd. Meanwhile, Andre Rozier, trainer to Danny Jacobs, has been vocal about a potential Crawford versus Ennis matchup. The fighter from Philadelphia is scheduled to make his home city debut later this year. After joining Eddie Hearn's matchroom, Ennis's ultimate goal is to face Crawford. But Rozier believes the three-weight world champion would be too strong for Ennis. Rozier said, "I got Terence Crawford at 154 now. Boots is the only one I can see. But I'm with TC all the way. I'm with Terence Crawford all the way. Moreover, Turki Alesic of the Saudi royal court stands poised to clinch the organization of the much-anticipated Terence Crawford versus Jaron Boots and a spout." While boxing enthusiasts have eagerly awaited this showdown, several details remain to be finalized in the coming months. His Excellency is brake racing for significant hurdles as Crawford prepares to square off against Israel Madov. This summer, the anticipated bout is slated to take place in Los Angeles, California during the first weekend of August. Terence Already a welterweight champion will bulk up by an additional 7 lbs to compete against Medov in the super welterweight division, transitioning from 147 to 154 pounds in the event of this matchup. And should Crawford uphold his flawless record, the path seems destined for a showdown with Boots, despite his historical reluctance to take on Ennis. Yet with Crawford's next fight in August, the prospect of him delaying his return to the ring until 2025 looms large. Turkey Alec is eyeing another potential matchup, this time involving Saul Canelo Alvarez. Canelo might soon square off against Terence Crawford. Alvarez has his sights set on a 2024 showdown, potentially delaying a clash with Crawford this year. Nonetheless, with a limited pool of contenders, His Excellency aims to leverage the Mexican boxer's success early next year. Following the summer, more information about Crawford's next 2 opponents will become available.
Boots is the mandatory. He's calling you out now.
Right now in my career, a lot of people like boost this, boost that, boost this. You know, fighting Boots is a lose-lose situation. I win, they're gonna say, oh, well, he was young, he wasn't ready. You got the experience, so you got so much more than this kid that's never been tested.
As Jaron Boots Ennis is set to headline a hometown showdown in Philadelphia this Saturday, his promoter claims he has outpaced even boxing legend Mike Tyson in ticket sales for a Philadelphia fight. He has surpassed Tyson's record set during his 1995 bout against Buster Mates Jr., with tickets already flying off the shelves. Projections suggest the Ennis vs. Avenician clash could draw between 13,000 to 14,000 fans, potentially even more. Surpassing Tyson's milestone of filling 10,000 seats in Philly marks a remarkable achievement. Yet the IBF welterweight champion remains unfazed by this feat, directing his full attention to the upcoming bout. While pleased by the record-breaking turnout, his primary focus lies squarely on securing victory in the imminent fight, prioritizing performance over the impressive ticket sales garnered by the event. The fighter from Philadelphia had originally lined up against Cody Crowley, who later withdrew, leading to David Avenician stepping in as his replacement. Despite the switch in opponents, ticket sales for the match exceeded Tyson's previous record. Following that, ahead of his fight on the upcoming Saturday, Ennis was asked how he felt about Eddie Hearn's statement that he outsold Mike Tyson. Ennis responded calmly with an innocuous smile, saying he didn't really feel any different. He remarked that to him it was just another day like any other, emphasizing that it felt normal to him. He recently just said that you outsold Mike Tyson. Yeah. What does that feel like? I don't know. I feel it feel normal. I don't know, like just another day for me. It really another day for me, you know. The undefeated boxer with a record of 31-0 further commented that he was excited and felt blessed to be at the Wells Fargo Center for the event. He clarified that all he was happy about was that supporters and ticket buyers from his hometown were there. I'm excited, man, and oh, I'm blessed to be able to, be here thing at his Wells Fargo Center. And oh, I'm glad everybody buying tickets. Even if it's, I'm glad you're buying tickets, supporting, and don't miss, this big show Saturday, just big knockout. Boots has emerged as a formidable contender, showcasing immense promise in the ring. Recognizing his potential, Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing secured his signing earlier this year. Hearn hailed Ann's addition as among his most significant signings yet, underscoring the boxer's standout talent. Despite the attention he is receiving, Ennis is focused on his goal of becoming the next unchallenged welterweight champion. In the same interview, he expressed that he currently holds 1 belt, and emphasized his goal to collect the remaining belts at 47 pounds, before moving up to do the same at 54 pounds. However, his promoter is making the even bolder promise that he may fight one of the world's top boxers.
You recently just said that you outsold Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
What does that feel like?
I don't know. I feel normal. I don't know. Like, it's just another day for me. It's really another day for me. I'm excited, man, and I'm blessed to be able to, be here fighting at the Wells Fargo Center. I'm glad that everybody buying tickets, even if it's late. I'm glad you're buying tickets, supporting, and don't miss, this big show on Saturday. This big. My main goal right now, I got 1 belt, so I'm gonna go ahead. Like I said, collect the rest of these belts and be undisputed at 54. 47, and do it at 54. So that's my goal. So 47 right now is my main goal. Collect these belts, be undisputed.
Fans have eagerly awaited a showdown between Terence Crawford and Ennis, but has triumphed over all challengers at 147B, and now sets his sights on Canelo Alvarez at 168. Meanwhile, Ann's promoter Eddie Hearn advocates for a Crawford bout, seeing it as a pathway for Boot to capitalize on his former undisputed welterweight champion status. Despite moving up in weight, the British promoter stated, "We've got to get him in the fights. We've got to get him undisputed at 147. He can move up. I want to see him fight Terence Crawford. That's a fight that's been talked about, and Terence will only take that fight if it's big enough. I'll back Jaron Boots Ennis against anybody." And what a joy to be guiding this man's career. Jaron Ennis's challenger, David Avenician, boasts a record of 30 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw, with 18 victories coming by knockout. Having once held the IBF interim title, Ennis ascended to full champion status after former undisputed 147B champion Terence Crawford decided to step up and wait to pursue world titles in his 4th weight division. Ennis didn't want to receive the title in this manner, but he was unable to stop it right now. He's just happy to be defending the title. I can't wait. It's a blessing to be able to fight here, and I'm ready to put on a show and look good doing it, said Ennis, who is having his first fight back in Philly in almost 6 years. He added, beat him up, break him down, get the stoppage, and have my fun. I feel that I am going to thrive here and put on a beautiful show. I'm fighting at home, I'm comfortable, I'm on the couch with my feet up, so it's going to be a great show. Avanesian, a 35-year-old Armenian originally from Russia, wasn't the initial pick for the bout. Originally, Ennis was set to fight Cody the Crippler Crowley.